Andrews here, and today I want to talk to you guys about the new album from Insomnium, Heart Like a Grave. This has a great opener called Wail of the North. It opens up with this still lake tone, and then you move into this solid riff that just leaps out at you, casting this frozen tone over the song, which gives a great atmosphere and goes great with the lyrics. I really enjoy that. And then it slides this nice transition into Valediction. I enjoy the layers of guitar and the variety that they deliver. Having three guitarists really adds a lot of depth and allows Insomnium just to have a lot of expansion in their riffs, and you really, I guess, hear some of that in this song Valediction. Really enjoy the tempo changes of the verse to the chorus. They don't take away from each other either, even though there's a pretty drastic change from those tempos and energy, but they really meld nicely together. I like what they did on Valediction. One song I want to mention briefly is Pale Morning Star. This song to me feels a bit of like Insomnium and Omnium Gatherum. Omnium Gatherum really meets together. I attribute that to Marcus Van Halle's fingerprints being all over this song, considering obviously he's in Omnium Gatherum as well. But this is still an Insomnium song, and it's a signature longer one. You got a lot of the tones and atmosphere that you do on some of the previous longer songs that you get from the Insomnium discography. I think there's a nice epic flow to this song, and it really fits. And I like the placement of it as well. It comes down into the sort of the middle of the album and then leads you into the next sort of section of songs here. And one of them is End Bells They Toll. This switch of energy is more passive, and led by this combination of stern rhythm and a poetic lead that's just sounds of despair. And then I like the second verse here. The rhythm really adds some fire in this second verse and gives it a nice boost, a nice volume to this section, and just adds another dynamic to Insomnium's like writing capabilities. I really like Nilo's vocals on this. He adds a lot of harshness to this track, and the clean vocals grasp the hook of the chorus, and they just really elevate each other together in this track. I really enjoy End Bells They Toll. And the next song, I really feel there's this despair yet this hopeful Ghost Brigade feel to it, and that could be maybe because, you know, Alexi Munter's keyboards really shine on this album a little more. I don't know. The Offering is what the song is called. Certainly you really feel the melodies and emotions churn deep within this track, within a lot of atmosphere to this one as well. And I also enjoy the bass. I wish the bass had more moments like this in metal in general, just not in Insomnium, just in metal in general. I really like the moments that the bass has in The Offering. Next song I really enjoy is Mute Is My Sorrow. I love the direction for this song with the subtle timing, hook, lead that they have going on here. It reminds me of one of the older tracks that they have called Killjoy off Above the Weeping World. I really like this timing. The mix of aggressive and atmosphere gives the verse some good dynamics to it, and the dynamic of the pre-chorus helps the flow from the verse to the chorus, which is really nice. There's a nice flow to all that. And this song just has a plethora of beauty and pain, musically and vocally. It just shines in those departments. And Nilo just crushes it once again. You really feel his intensity and his power in this track. I enjoy what he does. And in my opinion, this lead work on Mute Is My Sorrow might be the strongest on the album. So much substance to this. That one I really hope you guys check out. Of course all the songs will be in the description I'm mentioning. I'm not going to spoil all of them for you guys. Next song I want to mention is Twilight Trails. I enjoy the intense drum work on this one that just attacks at times, and then you got the tremolo just shreds. Those really go hand in hand together. And again, the keyboard strike strong and add loads of dimension, especially in the interlude. That's where it really picks up, where vocals, guitars, drums all hit harder, and you really feel this desperation in the latter half of that section of the interlude. Just this engulfing tone. Overall, it's a very complete song, really well composed track. I really enjoy Twilight Trails as well. Many memorable moments on this one. Those two songs back to back are awesome. I want to skip to the end now with their closing track, Corelia. This is a very pleasant instrumental with just waves of ambience, a lot of heart and soul of this track. Great atmosphere to close out such an atmospheric album, which I believe you can attribute that to the arrival of Yanni, the third guitarist. He's started off, I believe, back in like Sonata Arctica in the early days there, and he did some work with Stradivarius, so you can really tell, like him jumping into Insomnium, he's got some, you know, a lot to add and a lot of depth to his guitar playing and writing capabilities, clearly. And also Alexi Munter's keyboard work certainly shows up on this album too. You really feel a lot of that atmosphere and emotion out of that. He's been working with them, I believe, since all the way since the day it all came down, so he's been with them for a while. And obviously he's done great work in Swallow the Sun as well. Hope you guys check out Heart Like a Grave. It's a really solid album from start to finish. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a lot of the differences, a lot of different elements that they added in this one. And tell me what you think of it. I'll obviously have the songs in the description below. If you're interested in more Insomnium or my opinions on them, I have a couple more videos that I can link you guys to. So until next time, folks, heavy listening.